beautiful evening is really beautiful because by the grace of English Times, I got the opportunity to interact with all my lovely peers, with all awesome participants. And this beautiful evening is going to be more beautiful as we are going to learn a lot more about the topic, which is quite close to our dream, to our passion, and for which we are exactly aiming, as the topic is body language. Dear friends, as we all are learning communication skill, so it would not be my exaggerated statement that we are learning that skill which is going to be with us for our whole life, and we are the one chosen by destiny that we can learn that skill which could live us for our whole life, and it opens up limitless opportunity for our good dignified survival. Because the science behind that is when we communicate our thoughts and our intentions in precise way, and to the point, without beating around the bush, then it becomes convincing and we become more reasonable, more trustworthy. That's why we prefer in every recruitment, in every sector, as a homemaker, we would be respected by the teachers of our children, by the friends of our children, by the staff of our spouse, and we would be followed, and we would get more attention in social gatherings, in our kitty parties. So this gracious achievement is more than enough for a homemaker. If anyone is running any shop, small shop, big shop, small business, big business, doesn't matter. But the success of anyone's business only depends upon that how the customer is satisfied, how the clients are satisfied. And it would be just because of their communication skill. If anyone is from the corporate sector, if anyone is from the IT sector, so there, that person would be preferred, that person would create a special status in the company on the basis of his or her communication skill. As we want to become a model, we want to become an actor, we want to handle, we want to enter in event management, we want to become the part of hotel management, everywhere communication skill would be preferred. As communication skill, if it would be used properly, then we would become more authentic and we would become more trustworthy. The most beautiful thing of this skill is it doesn't consist, it doesn't keep any condition of age or gender or situation. In any age, in any condition, in any situation, we can get our good survival on the basis of our communication skills. So my dear friends, we are blessed that the English Times is helping us for giving us perfection in our that skill. So if we would put our complete heart and soul in grabbing all the wisdom which we acquire from the English Times, definitely we would drop, and as the English Times is committed that our hoardings would be not in NCR, not in India, but across the world it would be. So definitely it would be when we all peers would pay our complete attention and wholeheartedly, by putting our complete heart and soul, we would walk on that path which is shown by the English Times. So my dear friends, our that skill has three parts. One, content. Second, voice modulation. And last, but not the least, that is body language. So content plays, according to the ideal communication model, our content plays 7% role. Voice modulation plays 38% role, but our body language plays 55% role. So this is the power of body language. If we talk about its definition, then our body language is the range of non-verbal signals which we use to communicate our thoughts, our intentions. It includes facial expressions, hand gestures, and other postures and gestures. Dear friends, these organs are not only our organs. These are the representatives. These are the ambassadors. These are the messengers of our personality, that who we are. If it would be used properly, as every cell of our body has its own brain, when it would be used collectively and appropriately, then believe me, a charismatic person will take birth from your personality. Dear friends, we all love to follow film stars, models. Do you know, they all are normal human beings like us. Even they don't have the very big degrees and all, but they have one special thing which makes them ought to follow, ought to watch. That is their body language. Okay, let's take an example. First, I will take my example. In the beginning, I can say, dear friends, do you know that what the workshop is going to be? Would it go well? Obviously not. In the same way, okay, Shah Rukh Khan will say like, बड़े बड़े शहरों में छोटी छोटी बातें होती रहती हैं, Senorita. Would it work? You would love to watch? Obviously not. When you will say, बड़े बड़े शहरों में छोटी छोटी बातें होती रहती हैं, Senorita. This is the way which gives more power, more energy to his content, to the dialogues, and which the viewers really want to see again and again. This is the power of body language. Body language has that power that without saying anything, we can say much. Many researches have shown, and by the way, I will share one research which touched my heart. Actually, on a group of people, one image of a speaker was shown in 3 phases, and around 80 to 85% people could recognize the real emotion of the speaker, of the person, without saying anything. It shows the power of good body language. Our eyes shows all the things. Our smile says all the things. Our body movements says all the things, that what we think, what we do. So we all need to be quite careful towards our body language, as this is not only our body, but this is the messenger of our personality. Word which we say, words which we choose, tone which we use, matter a lot, but our body language plays a great role. As we watch so many TED speakers, but according to the researches, the TED speakers are watched widely who use their gestures, because our gestures make us more agreeable, more warm and energetic. So this is the beauty of body language. Dear friends, it has number of components. So can we have the another slide? Dear friends, it has number of components. By the way, I'm not so much follower of PPT and all. Actually, I love to go with the flow. I want to serve my experiences as I don't want to serve knowledge, because you can gather knowledge from many other sources. But our experiences make us more perfect. So here I want to share one example. Actually, yesterday I went to Apollo Pharmacy. There were two sales girls. One was doing some quite weird activities. Sometimes she was playing with her hair, sometimes she was playing with the pen and hankies, and she was doing some annoying activities with her colleague. And on the other hand, there was another girl who she was also the sales girl of that pharmacy. She was standing in a very decent way by keeping a mild smile on her face, and she was maintaining a good eye contact with the customers, and so she seemed more trustworthy. So I went to her for my all queries, and another girl could help me, but I didn't prefer. So it happens, always it happens when we face any interview, when we face any institute, whenever we go anywhere, we are analyzed by our body language. This is the very important thing. So my dear friends, here I would love to share my own experience, in fact. So around 2 years back, I went one cafe. It was English cafe. So I went there for brushing up my soft skills. So in the beginning, I opted the defensive pose, and I didn't open myself. A closed posture I adopted there. I will elaborate about the terms in my upcoming discussions. So, but after 1 or 2 days, I realized that all peers, including my trainer, they were trying their level best to get rid of me. It hurt me. It shook my heart. And when I observed my weakness, that I worked hard and I mingled with everyone, and I ended up as the most desirable peers of theirs. So this is the beauty of body language, because I was doing everything there, but without having appropriate body language, everything was meaningless. So if you want to give wings to your that skill for which you are working hard, you need to maintain your good body language, because only this body language, when you will speak little, but you will use by your proper body language, then you would look more comfortable, more confident, more connected, and more concerned with the listeners, with the audience. So in that case, if you are saying something about which you are not very much clear, but your confidence, your concern will make them agree with your statements. So this is the beauty of body language. So let's talk about its component. Dear friends, don't even try to shrink your forehead, because like this, because when you do like that, it seems that you are not quite clear about the things, and you are quite confused. And many people do like blinking eyelashes, but it doesn't look good. Sometimes it can be done whenever you are describing something about larger than life. So something about that they were roaming around the aromatic world and all these things. In that situation, once a while you can do that, but some people are used to do frequently. It looks really odd. So now let's talk about eye contact. Dear friends, our eyes are the real reflection that what is going on inside. It is the way that creates a connection with other people. It is the way that will make everyone engaging, and they all would love to listen to us. Just creating a good eye contact, as all love and life begins with the eyes. So maintain good eye contact with the listeners, with the audience, and just try to maintain it from left to right, right to left. Not every time, like the pendulum of the clock, just do it according to the situation. Just go with the flow. If the crowd is quite huge, so you can't maintain it with everyone, but try to keep it straight, sometime this side, sometime this side. If you are feeling awkward, then you can see on the tip of nose or the around the nose. In case we all to be speakers have beautiful eyes, but don't ever try to fix these beautiful eyes on any particular person, because that person might feel awkward and uncomfortable. And who is ignored by your beautiful eyes can feel really bad and offended. So don't do that. Don't be biased. Your beautiful eyes should be contacted with everyone equally in a very natural way, like this, and you are addressing something, then you are watching here, then it shows that you are confident, you are concerned with the crowd, you are quite careful, you want to really serve the people, you are the problem solver. It shows your eye contact. Now let's talk about smile. Dear friends, smile is something which always heals the wounds, and people really feel good, because when we greet someone with a smile, it means we are welcoming that particular community, particular person. So always try to face every community, every crowd with a smile. So this is the strongest weapon for developing an emotional connection with the people. So this is the very strong rule of body language, but it should be according to the situation. Like you are an anchor and you have to cover any funeral ceremony, but according to the rules of body language, you can't say like this, I am here for covering the funeral ceremony. No, it wouldn't go well. So just, okay, follow the rules, but try to be with the flow, with the situation, maintain it according to the rules, but use your own sense that what is going well and what will make us more trustworthy, more convincing, and where we would, in which posture we would be able to put our thoughts and our intention convey in a much better way. So this is the beauty of body language. This is the beauty of eye contact and smile. Dear friends, we all are selfie lovers. So would it good when we will take like this like this. It would go like this, like this, like this. By keeping a smile, by adopting a good body language, it will go well, and we would post it on Facebook, Insta, social media, everywhere, and we will get a lot of likes. So it would increase our confidence. It would give us a happiness. So by the way, we should not based upon others' likes and dislikes. We should be our own body, and we should have the self-belief on our personality and on our quality. And it would be when you would maintain a good body language. So let's talk about nodding heads. Actually, sometimes it is really good when we nod our head like this, as we can say that when Arindam sir tells something, sometimes he nods his head. It shows that he's too much concerned with us, and he's trying to understand our own point of view. So it creates a connection between the speaker and between the listeners or audience, whatever, to students. It is very important and very positive, but not every time like this, like this, like this. It would look little awkward. So now let's talk about hand movements. Dear friends, our hands are our original power. Only our hands that has that power which can change our destiny. And in the field of public speaking, or if we are attending any interview, or we are attending any social gathering, in that case our hands can change all the game. And when we explain something by expanding our hands, by showing palm, it look good, it look more convincing, and the speaker looks more confident, more clear about his or her concepts. But dear friends, try to show your palm. Don't try to point your finger like this. And don't ever try to stand in this is called defensive pose. When we are in defensive pose, it means we are not agree with the things. We have a close personality. We are not going to mingle with the crowd. So how we will build the connection? And if there is no connection between the speaker, between the listeners, then how the purpose would be solved? And pointing finger is really bad. Suppose you are an anchor and you are managing a stage, and you are saying like, hey, who are you? Hey, come on, hey. Would it look good? Or you would say like this, so this is the diva, kindly welcome we all are welcome you from the bottom of our heart. So it would look good. So don't point finger. And however, all fingers have its own role. When we do like this, good luck, all the best, deal done, and it shows that everything is going bad, or we are not ready to help you. So these are the things. So all fingers have its own language. Don't try to put your hands in your pocket, as you are not on the shoot. So don't do that. Now let's talk about our standing postures. So my dear friends, always try to stand with tight shoulder, decently straight shoulders and back. Don't ever try to stand with tilted back like this, crooked shoulders. Would it look good? I would be influential if I would stand like this? No. When we stand properly, then we look more confident, then we interact with the people, And as we look more catchy, more trustworthy, more influential. So don't try to tilt your back. Just keep your shoulder decently straight, not very like way it should be. Now, let's talk about our standing postures. So, as we stand with keeping our shoulders straight and keeping our backs tight. But in that case, we look more confident. But when the time comes about sitting posture, so in that case, don't try to sit by doing cross legs. Let me show. If you are sitting like this in your interview, in your meetings, in your other gatherings, then you look more confident, more open, and you look that you are connected with the crowd. And by the way, showing footwears, would it look good? Obviously not. When you are doing like this, and the person who is sitting in front of us, our footwear will be in front of that person, would it look good? Obviously not. So just sit in this manner. In case of female, it goes well, but in case of men, it is strictly prohibited. So don't sit like this. Just try to sit like this and be confident and be energetic to face the crowd, to face the people. And let's talk about when we are addressing to the crowd. So sometimes people address them just by standing in front of podium. Just try to, if the crowd is big, then try to cover the complete stage in a very decent way. Like a little, like walking like this, like this. It shows yourself more productive, more concerned, more confident. So try to create a connection with the people, with the listeners, with the audience by adopting a good body language. Let's discuss something what we should not to do during our body language, which is strictly prohibited. So dear friends, playing with hairs like this, would it look good? Obviously not. Playing with pen like this. If you are discussing something and you are playing with the pen, would it look good? I think the listeners, the audience will think that you are not very interested in solving their problem. You are busy in thinking something else which is going on inside your heart or soul, whatever. So don't do that. Don't put your hands in your pocket during any discussion or during when you are attending any interview, when you are facing any crowd. So these are the things which are strictly prohibited in the body language, in a ideal body language. And whenever you are facing any crowd, you are going to attend any stage, so just drink few amount of water, take deep breath at least 3 times, and leave yourself on your God's will and feel that only your God is mentoring your all the activities. It will show you more confident that water consumption will hydrate you and you could face the crowd in a more confident way. And then you should be careful towards your attire, in which you look more confident, more catchy, more easy to, you can feel more easy to interact with the people. So you should not be conscious with the clothes that which you are going to wear. If you are wearing that cloth, you need to be quite comfortable, and that should be suited on your personality. This is the very important rule of public speaking or body language. So these are the few things which we should try to follow always during the public speaking or during the maintaining of body language. But my dear friends, there are some hurdles which comes in the path of good body language. Can we have the another slide? So we face few hurdles like genetics. Some people follow a peculiar style of walking, talking, sitting, and standing just because of their genetics. But I don't believe so much in this hurdle, because body language is a completely learnable skill and it needs little consciousness. When we become little conscious towards our eye contact, towards our postures, towards our smile, then definitely it would be improved. So I don't believe in this too much, but I shared it just because of it. It is the rule. And second, there are few diseases like anxiety, stage fear, and asthma, and like we can say that obesity and arthritis. These are the few diseases which are the biggest hurdle of our body language. So it should be treated properly for getting good body language, because this is the God's gift for our personality. So it should be taken care properly and it should be used properly by its recommended potential. And last but not the least, but the biggest hurdle is our casual attitude, is our lethargic attitude towards our body language. We don't want to give pain to our body for keeping us straight, for following any adequate body language, because we feel pain. So my dear friends, no gain without pain. You have to face that pain. And once I was listening Shah Rukh Khan's interview, where he was sharing his experience and opinion about the body language, then he said that if we want to become successful, then we have to forget about the relaxation, about fooding, about sheltering, because अगर आपको सक्सेस होना है, आपको खाना छोड़ना पड़ेगा, पीना छोड़ना पड़ेगा, सोना छोड़ना पड़ेगा. And he sleeps only for 3 to 4 hours. Would you believe it? He's a workaholic person, but he does. And he shared, then whenever he travels, he never reclines his seat. And again he repeated the same dialogue, that if you want to become success, then you have to forget about all shelters and relaxation. So if you want to get good body language, if you want to add more value to your skill, which you are learning, communication skill, then you need to be quite careful towards your body language, towards your learnings. So these are the few things. Dear friends, let's understand that what can be happening if we maintain a good body language. Dear friends, it has number of opportunities. If we are having good body language, then we can be chosen by anyone as a model, as an actress. Trust me, it has happened. I have the experience as one of my knowns, and in fact, she is my sister-in-law, and she is selected for a TV anchor. As we don't have any background, as we don't have any jack, but she is selected, and in a very good channel, she is working in a very high salary. So just she has a beautiful body language, beautiful communication skill. So this is the beauty of this talent. And we can open our own institute where we can train people for modeling, for acting, and for other so many activities. And people have become so much fond of these type of institutes, and these institutes charge very high amount, and people pay because they want to become famous. So, and without having good body language, no one can be famous. So it has number of opportunity. You can be placed in hotel industry, in entertainment industry, in TV industry, in media house, in tourism, number of limitless opportunities. Our communication skill, our body language, our voice modulation have. Dear friends, if we are maintaining a good body language, trust me, all the things, all two remaining parts, that is content and voice modulation, would be automatically be all right. Because when we would have good eye contact, when we will keep mild smile, when we will be in right posture and gesture, automatically our brain works more faster and it delivers its best. And when you will be confident, you will have a good connection with the listeners, then automatically some vague ideas would be convincing. Believe me. And a good body language automatically maintains its voice tone, its voice pitch, according to the situation, according to the crowd. When we maintain a good eye contact, then we get to know that which type of crowd is, which type of situation is, and which type of voice modulation is needed. So it helps in this way. So, dear friends, these are the few things. Now let's discuss about that how we can maintain a good body language. So this is my bonus tip, that by doing regular exercises, by doing some physical activities, some yoga, some sports activities, we can be more fit. And when we are fit, we are perfect, then definitely our body language would be automatically good. We need to consume right amount of food, and which food is good for our health. Then when actually it happens that what we consume, we become. By the way, when you are standing somewhere, when you are sitting somewhere, just take care of that which type of distance you have. At least very little distance like this. You should stand like this by maintaining this distance. So it is visible or not? By keeping one moderate distance, you need to stand in front of others and you need to sit in front of others. So I was talking about that what we need to do, and which now I'm going to share with you all. This is my personal experience. Actually, this is not the part of body language, but still, you all are quite close to my heart. That's why I want to share this. And that is our maintaining inner world. When we work hard to manage our inner mechanism, then automatically all the things will become absolutely according to our dream, according to our will, in which we want to look, in which we want to appear. It happens when we work wholeheartedly on our inner mechanism. So through the meditation, through the spiritual practices, just try to create self-belief, try to create self-love, try to focus on your goal, try to be motivated all the time. When you will have self-belief, when you will love yourself, then when you will be self-motivated, then automatically you will be more confident. A smile would be always on your face, and your eyes would be full of love and life, and your gestures would be automatically be good, as by doing these practices, our brain process in such a way that it will monitor all the activities which we are doing, and which is not up to the mark. It would send an alert, and on the very same moment, as by doing spiritual practices, by doing meditation, we would become more confident, more focused. Then definitely we will monitor it, because we are quite disciplined just because of doing these spiritual practices. So we need to be quite motivated. So because only this is the thing which gives us all other things: confidence, smile, and hopeful eyes, all the things. So for this, you need to set your goals according to your situation, resources, and time, and try to achieve step by step, and put your 110% to your every baby step, because this is the foundation for the master stroke. When you will achieve your small steps, then which confidence will take place in your personality, when the body language automatically be good, and you will look more good, more confident. And just watch yourself that if you are growing little bit, it means you are on the path of elevation. And the path of elevation, if you are, definitely it would give you good results, because third rule of Newton always applies everywhere. Which we do, we get back. So these are the things which we should do. And for our lovely peers, this is my appeal, this is my suggestion, that when you are going to end your day, when you are going to bed, just make sure that at least 2 new words you need to learn, and just explore yourself that you learned it anymore, and try to make at least 4 new sentences, because this is connected with your body language. Because when you will elevate yourself, and then you will become more confident. When you will have enough good content, then definitely you will focus on your body language, and you will enjoy your growth journey, and it is going to help you a lot in maintaining your good body language. My dear friends, as I am going to sum up the workshop, so I want to share something. That, dear friends, gratitude is something. It is about the gratefulness for those gifts which we receive from any other sources. In fact, it is the greatest attitude of showing gratefulness towards the gifts which we receive, and this body which we have received from the universe. So this would be the real gift from the humans to the universe, that it should be used properly, rightly, by its recommended potential, then it would be the best gift, best gratitude to the Almighty. Thank you very much, everyone. Now, panel is open for Q&A session. I'm ready for solving all your questions. Now, this is your turn. Thank you very much, everyone.
Amazing, amazing. Outstanding performance, Miss Anju. And I am really glad that so many tips today I have learned because of the wisdom that you shared amongst all of us. Each and every point was a striking point for me, and definitely I guess that it has contributed a lot in everyone's knowledge. And definitely my message to all of you is that Miss Anju has put a lot of hard work in preparing for us. And if we could apply even 10% of what she has shared, my God, the kind of communication that we can have, it is going to be absolutely in a different level. Sometimes people usually ask that, sir, what communication is all about? Communication is nothing but combination of, as I told earlier, your language plus your body language and of course your vocal variety. And today Miss Anju has beautifully covered this topic and enlightened us in such an amazing manner. Now the platform is open for your Q&A and anything which you would like to share with Miss Anju. Now it's the time. So if anyone wants to share anything or if you have any doubt, now is the time. Take initiative, come forward, and you can ask your questions. Because for me, I am completely speechless.
Yeah. Hi, Anju ma'am.
Hi, Anita.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I really want to tell you that the way you represented today and you spoke very nicely, each and every point I received personally. And at last, I really want to tell you, oh my God, what actually you're looking today. I'm
Thank
fascinated to see
you.
you. I'm really fascinated to see you that, wow, you just look like a heroine, nothing else.
Thank you so much, Anita. Thank you so